Hi.
I love the way whenever I let her start it off, it's so funny because it's so awkward. If you noticed that on there was one like 2 or 3 videos ago, I let her
You let me get real.
Sorry, not that I let her, but like it's because I usually start with like all right.
Because sometimes I try to jump to the chase before you hear. All right, guys. Hey, loners. Sorry. Hello. Take.
Episode 190.
Oh, 190.
All right, so
I have a canker sore and it's fucking hurting the shit out of me. I put salt on it.
yeah, she bit her lip the other day. That it happens. I bit mine in the same spot, and it's so annoying.
I've been grinding my teeth. I've been waking myself up from how bad I've been grinding my teeth because of my fucking anxiety. And then I think something happened, and then I bit it because I was just so anxious. I've been so anxious lately. I know. White people, poor people problems. Poor people.
All right.
I say that.
All right. So guys, please jump over.
I meant to say champagne problems.
Please jump.
First world problems.
Please jump over to our vlog channel and subscribe to that. We appreciate it. We notice how people have been doing that, and
you're a real one if you're over there.
Exactly.
Thank you.
All right. So today we're gonna do a video called "What to Know Before Going to a London Pub." Let's go to the pub.
One thing about us is we like to drink beer.
You know what I want to do? I want to react to Shaun of the Dead.
We've seen that movie
so
many times.
I know you guys are from the UK. I know you love that movie. It is like one of my favorite movies, and I know that people would like to see that. It's just like you'd watch the movie with us. Just watch it with us. Okay,
guys, I was about to say, we've been talking about this, and by we've been talking about this, I mean we probably have mentioned it once ever, about starting some type of like streaming platform for, I don't know, for nonsense reasons, I guess. That would be something we can do on a streaming platform.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. You can go live on YouTube.
Or that. It's all the same, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah.
What's the difference between like Twitch and the YouTube Live?
The demographic of who watches, I guess.
I guess that's true.
Different audience.
I always thought Twitch was more for like gamers.
I think it was initially, but I mean, I think it still is. But I think there's other not subgenres, but subsets of what people
use it for other
things.
Exactly.
But all right. Before we go too off topic,
shit, let's
get into this video. Beer. What to know before going to a London pub. All right.
Pub culture is a big part of life here in the UK. So if you're coming to visit London, I definitely recommend that you experience it even if you don't like drinking.
That's right.
Now, I have lived here in the UK for over 9 years now, and I've picked up on a lot of cultural norms and social rules that you might want to know before you step foot into your first pub. So I will pass them along to you in this video. And by the way, if it's your first visit to London, I have a special freebie for you at the end of the video, so make sure you watch till then to get it. Okay, let's go have a drink or 4.
Yeah, I will say I believe it's ginormous over there, the drinking culture, because when I hung out with those guys from Birmingham, even the guy who was like 60 something or 70, no, he wasn't 70. He was like 60 something. He drank so much. It was insane. All the guys from Birmingham, they just drank so much. I couldn't believe it. It was like nonstop.
Do you guys have like gastric issues over there from all the... Because I love beer, but it does make me fucking bloated.
Your stomach, yeah.
From, I don't know if it's just the carbonation or if it's like the gluten. I don't know, but it makes me so freaking bloated. I know I sound like a little wuss or a wanker, whatever you would call me, but...
You bloody wanker.
I do love beer.
Wait. I know in Germany there are certain purity laws with the beer where there can't be more than a certain a number of ingredients. Let us know if it's the same over there in the UK.
I feel like most places it is. You can't be putting like 20 ingredients.
But here they can.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive.
But why would
That's why the alcohol here creates a lot more hangovers. Remember when we were in Spain and Italy, we didn't really get hungover even though we drank?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right.
I gotta look into that. I don't know if I'm buying it.
We are at the Hillgate Pub here in Notting Hill, and I'm gonna have a pint of beer.
You go, girl. Get that pint.
Let's grab a point. Looks
Let me
nice.
see.
The number one drink to order when you come to a pub in the UK is always going to be the classic beer. Order it by the pint, and there's always loads of options, so you can either get a taster to see which one you might like the best, or just pick one that looks good. I wanted a lager, so I went for an Asahi, which is a Japanese beer.
Drinking a Japanese beer in the UK.
When is the best time to go to a pub?
Anytime.
I'd say is between 5 and 6 p.m.
I was
which
waiting
is
for
when
her to say that.
a lot of people get out of work and they'll go with their friends and their colleagues to go have a pint at the pub to wind down and decompress. On the weekends, pubs get busy much earlier, usually around lunchtime, and also Sundays are really popular because people love to go and have Sunday roast.
Roast.
Where is the best place to have your drink when you're at the pub? There's a couple of different options. If you come into a pub and you see a table that's free, you're free to take it as long as it doesn't have a reserved sign on it, and just bring your drinks over and plop your stuff down. If there's no tables available, you can also go stand by the bar, which is actually the most social place and it's probably where you're gonna strike up a conversation if you want to. Finally, if it's a nice day out and it's crowded in the pub, you'll notice that lots of people will go stand outside of the pub and have their drinks out there and enjoy the sunshine, or at least not having any rain.
That's kind of, it looks like they're just hanging out like on the, but next to the road.
That's what she just said. If it's too crowded, they go outside.
Yeah, that's
You
just-
could never do that here.
That's
They
what I'm
don't let
saying. You don't see that here at all.
Well, because legally you can't leave with alcohol in your hand.
Oh shit, wait. In the UK, can you walk around with alcohol? You might be able to.
I don't know if it's that. I think they're just allowed to be right outside the pub with it. Here you can't even do that.
I remember
Except
in
Vegas. Vegas you can walk around for
Oh,
whatever fucking reason.
Yeah, in Spain they didn't allow it, remember? I thought they did, and then they were like,
Oh,
no,
they
you
didn't,
can't.
because I remember when I did have a bottle, I had to
Yeah,
have it. Yeah.
but in Thailand and stuff like that, no one gives a shit. But it's also Thailand.
But you also try to be a little more discreet.
No,
just
no.
Out of like,
Respect.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not saying be like rowdy and throwing shit, but I'm saying like if you're just walking and having a beer, like no one cares.
That is true.
Yeah.
But I don't know the laws.
How to get a drink at a pub. In most pubs, you will need to go to the bar to
Tutorial.
get your drink, so don't wait for someone to come over to your table. The only exception is if you're in the restaurant part of the pub, which then someone will come take your food and your drink order. If you visit and it's busy, wait patiently in the queue, don't push through, and once you get to the front at the bar,
you see
you'll want to
kids.
make sure you make strong eye contact with the bartender. Don't be on your phone, otherwise
I'll be like, oi, oi.
That's how to get your ass kicked, I'm sure.
they will pass right over you.
Winston Churchill.
Why?
Next up, we are at the very famous Churchill Arms pub here in Kensington, and I'm gonna order a cider here, so let's do it.
UK looks nice.
At this pub, I've ordered a cider, which is one of the most popular drinks to order at a pub. It's an alcoholic beverage, not dissimilar to beer, but it's made from fermented apples and also sometimes pears. Every pub will have a pretty good selection of ciders, but to make it easy, you can just ask which cider is on tap. Little fun cider fact for you, 45% of households in the UK drink cider, and the UK is the country that drinks the most cider in
What do
the
they
entire world.
What do they mean cider? Is that still beer? It looks just like beer.
She just said it's made of apples or pears, so it's like
It's like a
fruit-based.
flavored beer.
Yeah, you've had apple cider here, so imagine it with alcohol. Like, imagine it was.
Got it.
Can get you drunk.
Cheers to that. Have my cider. I'm gonna be very happy in a couple of pubs. Do you tip at a pub in the UK? So you
No.
don't have to, and it's not really expected. However, of course, you can. And the way that you do it is that you buy the bartender a drink. I would recommend
wow.
doing this in cash, so you can leave
Well,
some coin.
okay, I'd rather do that than.
Well, she just said you can do it in cash.
That's kind of cool. You buy them a drink.
It
La-
is, but what if they don't want to drink?
Let me ask this:
Never mind,
in
it's
a lot of the bars in the UK, do you see more often that the bartenders are drinking a little bit while they're working? Because you don't really see that much here.
Occasionally, but yeah, it's not as common.
Yeah.
here.
Or if you want to leave a bill, you can, and they'll put that into a tip jar, which gets spread across everybody at the end of the night. Or if you're paying by card, you can buy them an actual drink, but they won't get the cash, just so you know. So I usually say bring cash, then they can decide if they want a drink or they want the money.
Right.
That's cool.
I'd want the money.
I'd take the beer sometimes.
Okay, but like, okay, sorry. We keep
Never
pausing.
have to go.
Generally speaking, if I work at a bar, there's a 99% chance if I want a drink, I'm just gonna take it.
Okay, that's another good point.
I'm not gonna
yeah.
fucking wait for someone
That's a
to
good
buy
point.
me.
I take the cash.
Go too far to get to a good pub. Pubs, especially in London, are such a local affair. You just go to the good one that you like nearby where you live. And you can do the same thing with wherever you're staying. But if you still need help finding good pubs around London, then check out the Casual Tourist Guides, in which I tell you some of the best pubs in all the different parts of London. Link in the description box to check those out. Make sure you say cheers to everybody that you're with before you start your
Cheers.
drink. That is a big cultural yes here in the UK. To make sure you raise your glass up, clink it with everybody else's, say cheers to everyone, and look them in the eye before you have your first sip, because it acknowledges that you're all friends and you're all gathered to have a good time. Don't miss that one. Cheers.
I will
She's
say
what,
it also
14 steep?
it looks like where she is like the nicer part of the UK.
Oh yeah.
It just looks like it. I don't know.
It's London.
Just outside the Windsor Castle, and I'm gonna go inside and have a gin and tonic. Let's go.
You said it's beer.
At the end of the video. Oh, sorry.
Gin
At
is
the end
a
of the video,
distilled
she's like,
alcoholic
"I'm
spirit that
fucked up."
comes mostly from juniper berries. And gin is actually the most popular spirit here in the UK now. So you will always see loads of people at the bar ordering a gin and tonic because it pairs really well with tonic. It usually comes like this when you order it, and then
Gin is dangerous.
pour it yourself.
I've never really tried it.
I don't
There we
taste
go.
shit when I have gin.
When you hear the bell at the pub, it's never a good thing. Usually it happens around 10:30, and the first bell means that it is last call. So if you want to get another
10:30.
drink, you better get up to the bar and get one quickly. The second bell means the bar is closing, can't order any more drinks, so all you can do is finish your drink and head out.
What if you walk in after the first bell, but before the second?
10:30?
And you think the second bell is the first bell?
I thought the UK drank till like 3 or 4 in the morning.
I mean, 10:30 is pretty fucking early.
That's what I'm saying. That's weird. It's 2 a.m. here. I always heard the Europe was all like that. I don't know. I need to look into that. That's weird.
Well, it's 2 a.m. here, but on the East Coast.
4 a.m. That's why
It's
New York is more
later.
like Europe.
They're trying to push for it out here to close later too.
I know that I saw that in WeHo. I think they were trying to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because people stay out anyway, so might as well.
What do you wear to a pub? The answer is whatever you want. Pubs are
Nothing.
super casual, so there's no dress code. And you might notice some people who are quite dressed up, but it's only because they've come from work or maybe they're off to another special occasion, but otherwise it's casual. Most pubs are kid-friendly here in the UK. A lot of them will have kids menus, they'll have high chairs,
That's pretty awesome.
coloring books, and they generally welcome families to come, especially during the day. So don't be surprised when you come into a pub and you see lots of kids around, and don't be afraid to bring the whole family when you're here.
That's definitely a difference here. Here, bars will make sure they don't want. There's not really like a family establishment.
Right, unless a lot of like gastropubs, the daytime, like they
And
do
then
have
they
food.
ID
but-
later.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
then
makes
they'll
sense.
ID later, closer to like 9 or 10. They only allow adults.
Right behind me is the Ladbroke Arms, a pub in Notting Hill, and I'm gonna go have a Pimm's.
She's definitely lit now.
I was gonna say she's had like fucking 5
Love
drinks
to
already.
see it.
Pimm's is the classic British drink to order at the pub in the summertime. It's made up of Pimm's, which
It
is
does
a
look like
gin-based liquor with lemonade and lots of chopped fruits and a bit of mint mixed in. It's very good. It's especially
Wow.
That
popular
sounds good.
during
Like
Wimbledon, one of England's biggest sporting events. So when you come to a pub on a sunny day in London, order yourself a Pimm's cup.
That looks good.
It's like a sangria mojito.
Yeah, it looks good. The lemonade part.
How to
sounds
order
good.
food at a pub. Most pubs serve food, and a lot of pubs serve really good food. So you have two ways to be able to have some food while you're there. First is to sit in the restaurant section of the pub, which operates more like a restaurant where they'll come over and serve you and take your order. Or if you just want to sit in the regular pub area, you can grab a menu from the bar, pick out what you want, and order your food at the bar, and then they'll come deliver it to your table.
Get me a Pims, bro.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Make sure you get a round. It is customary when you are at the pub with a few friends to make sure you buy a round, which basically just means you buy all the drinks for everybody at one time. It also
fuck?
means that if everyone's buying a round, only one person has to go up to the bar at a time in queue. Do not be the person that leaves the pub before you buy your round, because you will not be invited out
They don't do
again.
that here. Fuck, guys.
Yeah, I know.
How to strike
Putting
up a
this pressure on
conversation.
us.
Well, here at the bars, you can buy everyone something, but most places will only let you buy 2 drinks at a time per.
That is a good
Like
point.
I can't be like, give me 6 beers and then take it all back. They'll be like, girl, no.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
But if you have like a server coming to you,
That's
that's
different.
different.
Yeah, yeah.
You can be like, okay, I'm buying this round, whatever.
And
the
with
fuck.
somebody at the pub. Despite Londoners
Nobody here's
being
like that,
a little
though.
bit more closed off to conversations with strangers than usual, once they've got a pint or two in them, people are a lot more friendly, especially in pubs, which are really casual social settings. A great way to strike up conversation is when you're in the line to get a drink at the bar. And another way is if you see a couple people on a long table, ask them if you can sit on the other end of it, and you might start chatting too. Also, Londoners love to give recommendations for the area that they live in, so you can always ask someone for recommendations for restaurants, bars, other
know.
pubs, and that is a great way to start chatting to someone. Now, if it's your first time visiting a pub and visiting London, then make sure you get my free London 101 guide. It has everything you need to know for your first visit to London. Click the link popping up over here or in the description box to get that for free. And for more tips for your visit to London, I've also got loads of videos like the ones popping up next to me that you can watch next. Love beer.
Thanks, girly pop.
So
I look angelic.
you look good.
Thanks, babe. Thanks.
You look good.
You could tell she was getting lit by the end.
As she should.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm
Alright.
sure they. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm sure like they share the drinks. You know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying, because that's what I would do. I'd be like, all right, babe, you gotta finish this for me because I can't.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it together.
No, that was a cool video though. I liked it.
Now I want a beer.
Yeah, I put the original in the description. It's Love and London.
Yes.
But yeah. All right,
I have
guys.
Pims now.
Leave some comments below if the stuff she
I
said
just
was
thought
true.
of a really good YouTube idea.
What?
We should make classic drinks from different countries.
That's a
like
good
liquid
idea. That's a
drinks.
great idea.
I'm just doing this because I want a Pims really bad.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe and jump over to our vlog channel and leave the comments below if you think what she said was accurate. All right. We'll see you on the next one.
If you're from the UK or London specifically. Anyway, okay, bye. Thanks for watching. Go say hi to your little doggies and your cats and your birds and your iguanas.
All right. Bye.
Bye.